African Union, a fifth mid-year conference or meeting which took place yesterday in Nairobi, Kenya, to shed more light on this and on the Egyptian participation in the African gathering. We are very much delighted to have with us by phone His Excellency Ambassador Rakha Hassan, former Assistant Foreign Minister. A very good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Amin, and how are you?
Fine, thank you, sir. When I was reading some of your statements regarding the gathering which took place yesterday, you said very important points regarding the leap of Egyptian-African relations witnessed in the past 9 years since President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi occupied the presidency position. And you said also that the president was keen to speak about the Egyptian initiatives to help or to give a hand to the affected African countries regarding climate change, of course, and also to increase the investments in the fields of renewable energy, green energy, blue economy, you name it. If you please elaborate on that.
Well, as you may know, the African Union mid-year coordination meeting, it started in 2019 because before there were two summit meetings for the African Union, but they found that it is not necessary to make two summit conference for all the members of the continent, but to make one between January and February, and then this would be, few members from the African Union represented the presidency and the vice presidency and the second vice presidency of the Union, and the chair of the economic communities in the African continent, and they are about 8 communities. The main aim this year for the meeting is to enhance the implementation of the continental free trade area.
Yeah.
Because the agreement was started to be implemented in 2019. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately, the implementation is going very slowly and is not satisfactory. And taking into consideration the international economic problem, and particularly it has been reflected so severe on African countries, so they need to enhance and develop the intercontinental economic and trade relations among the African countries.
Yeah.
This will go through the regional economic communities like the SADC, the COMESA, the ECOWAS, and also under the coordination of the African Development Agency, which is the abbreviation is NIBAD. Mm-hmm. Egypt now is chair of the steering committee of the NIBAD. Mm-hmm. It means that they have a very important role in giving the ideas and the initiatives for the developing the African plan for the development 2063.
Yeah.
And during this meeting this year, Egypt presented many ideas to be taken into consideration, and it was received very well by the African leaders attending the meeting. The first one is how to handle the problem of the foreign debts of the African countries.
Yeah.
Because foreign debts has now become a very heavy burden. It consumes most of the foreign currencies income of the African countries, and they leave very few for the development of the whether human or natural resources development or industry. Mm-hmm. Also, there is another very important point that the African countries are the most affected countries of the climate change.
Yep.
And during the summit in Sharm el-Sheikh last year, in November last year, there was established the losses and damage fund to be this is
yes, it was one of the most important results after the COP27. It's the responsibility which should be shouldered by the international community.
Yes, it should be shared, particularly by the countries which cause this climate change. This is the most industrialized and big industrialized countries. So, but this fund is still, is not effective.
Enough to meet the gap.
Is not effective. Because why? Because they didn't put the regulation how it will be financed. The share of the country, each country, is particularly the countries like the United States of America, the European Union countries, China, and the most participating countries in the problem of the climate change. So we hope during the COP 28 in the United Arab Emirates, it will develop this idea. But it was very important to put the idea and to materialize it in
to put a roadmap, and this roadmap should be it's only a start in a very long journey. Well, we were very much delighted to have you with us, sir. Thank you very much for your input and have a very good day. We were delighted and honored to have with us His Excellency Ambassador Rakha Hassan, former Assistant Foreign Minister. Well, by this we come to the end of our breakfast show today. Tomorrow is another episode and another crew. Stay tuned on Nile TV International always for more updates. And for more details, please log on to www.nileinternational.net. Many thanks for watching. This is Nermeen Abdurrahman signing off.